Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. This is the Daily Tarot for Thursday, the 30th of December 2021. I've shuffled, so I will cut. This is a major arcana reading. Hanged Man in the reverse. The Empress, okay, they're off. Woohoo! And Strength in the reverse. Right, well, some fetters clearly are dissolving or going away or being taken off. We have the Hanged Man in the reverse. Looking at things from another point of view. Seeing how things look from the other way. No, not today. Hanged Man in the reverse. Strength in the reverse. Getting to grips with our inner child and kind of mediating our gut instincts and desires and will and all that. No, not today. The only card sitting here looking straight at us. Well, actually, this one's looking straight at us, but it is in the reverse. That's the only way it can look straight at us when it is upside down. Okay, it does tell you something about this card. The Empress. Growth, connection, burgeoning, birth, fertility, something new coming. And on the physical front, proliferation on the physical front, flanked by, as I say, these two cards of reversed restraint. So, don't know what that might mean to you. I think whatever this is, it's probably a good thing, because the Empress, you see, growth is a very interesting thing. Growth is not always good. You think about a cancer tumour, cancer cells. It's not always good. And the thing with those is that they don't know when to stop. All cells have, all healthy cells have what's called a Hayflick limit. And it's the embedded inherent limit to growth that was discovered by somebody and elucidated by somebody called Hayflick. So it's the Hayflick limit. It means that the cell knows when to stop. And in experiments they've done with not test tube babies so much, that's fine. Cloning. What's happened with cloning, things that have gone wrong with cloning is, and I've seen images of it and read about it with animals like goats and horses and stuff like that, where they've cloned them. What sometimes happens, and I think it's quite often specific to the liver, funnily enough, which is the only organ of the body that can actually regenerate itself. Other organs can heal, but the liver can actually regenerate itself. So it's got some special kind of cellular growth mechanism going on. Is that the Hayflick limits in the cloned animal don't function properly. And these poor animals end up with massive distended livers sort of poking out of their bodies and stuff. So, you know, growth, great, but it needs to know when to stop. So these two cards here, sorry, it was all a bit gross, wasn't it? But, you know, it's part of life. These two cards of absence of restraint, self-restraint and self-restraint in the case of strength, and restraint in terms of understanding, as we do in the Hanged Man card, that not everybody sees things the way we do. Both of those are in the reverse. But I don't get a dodgy feeling about this, about something kind of madly proliferating and going crazy, because we have the Empress here. And the Empress does actually know when to stop. All right, let's pull another one. Temperance, good. Okay. So the pendulum, the back and forth motion, the stop, go, is isn't, exists, doesn't exist, actual, potential, all these dualities here, kind of keeping stuff in check. And I'm getting a very, very interesting feeling from this now, that the tendencies represented in the Hanged Man and in Strength are really for the birds at the moment. Something has opened up, a lid has come off something, or some new territory has been gone into. And I am aware with my amateur astrological knowledge that Jupiter has just entered Pisces, which is its own planet apparently, and all the astrologers are kind of cock-a-hoop about that, because it takes everything into a new phase of kind of superannuated growth, which is what I said about this. But you know, it knows when to stop. That's going to be around till about the end of May, so we've got this period now of growth. So there is control here, but it's not the control of the individual trying to sort of tamp themselves down, trying to remember that, as I say, not everybody sees things the way we see things. This spirit of growth here is unusual, it is new, it is fresh, it is good, and it is tempered in its own right. And that's what the Angel of Temperance is telling me here. Okay, World in reverse. Right, and the Hermit. How interesting. Okay. Right. Now, this is not yet affecting every area of our lives. This new kind of species of growth here. And a new, I would say, a new relationship between growth and restraint. Between progress and limitation. We've shifted the paradigm here somehow. We are just into that paradigm shift, and that's why the world turns up here in the reverse. If I could fast forward to the end of May, I bet you I'm allowed to say things like that because this is all spiritual. I bet you that would be in the upright. Okay, the Hermit. Now, the Hermit is in the cave by their own volition. They haven't been sent there. There's no danger to them if they're not there. And juxtaposing these two cards again, I mean, if this wild animal here in the Strength card is not controlled and tempered and mediated, there is danger. There's danger to the self and danger to those around the self. The Hanged Man has been put there. He has not gone there by choice. Circumstances have encouraged him to be suspended upside down in a tree. He didn't do that. He was put there. He might have willingly gone, but it's circumstances that have pushed him there. So some kind of force is being exerted here, and some kind of force, la forza, is being exerted here in Strength in the reverse. With the Hermit, it's not. It's by choice. He hasn't been banished into this state of solitary contemplation. So, excuse me, it's a very interesting juxtaposition here of self-willed restraint in the context of proliferation and growth. This is really very beautiful, and we're just at the start of this new period. And I think perhaps the invitation on the table here is to expand beyond our own concerns of what we think we have to do, and of the demand and the limitation placed on us by the compassionate act, I guess, of understanding that not everybody sees things the way we see them. And that's what the Hanged Man card is often about, and it is about in this reading. The reversal of these two cards here shows me that those concerns are not paramount right now, because the limitations on the growth, it's not going to go crazy, and that is also why the world is in reverse here. It's not going to go crazy. The limitations on the growth are voluntary and useful. Right, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.